Thank you, Archie. I was just, we've had enough speeches today, but I was just sitting here thinking not only about last year, not only about the great rally that finally told people that you're not alone. Remember that feeling? When it told you you were not alone. That you weren't crazy, you weren't some fringe person, you didn't have some crazy idea, that really a lot of other people loved the Constitution and remembered our free market economy and remembered our opportunity society and wanted that back. Now, I thought to myself way back when, a woman named Muriel Watson, how many people know that name? Everyone should know that name. In 1989, Muriel Watson came to my radio show and she said, look, we've got a lawless situation at the border, it's out of control, the illegals are flooding in, we've got just a terrible situation. And I said, because I always do this on the radio show, so, what are you going to do about it? And she said, I'm going to go down there to the border. I said, don't go to the border, it's a lawless place, the gangs come out and they rob and they come back and they flee to Tijuana and all that. It's just crazy down there. And she said, no, I'm going to go down there. And my Republican women's group in Chula Vista is going to come with me. And they went down and shined their headlights on Dairy Mart Road out into the lawless country of the border. And then she called me after this was, and I felt kind of bad because she said, Roger, I was out there, where were you? I said, Muriel, when's the next one? The next one we had 1,500 people. We had lights all along the border. We let the border gangs know this was coming to an end because we, the people, were going to put a stop to it. Everything I've ever seen on the radio that took action, that made a difference, started with one person saying, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make a difference. One person. Because if it's the right idea, all the rest of us go, okay, when's the next one? When can I join in? When can I do something? Only a couple of 100 yards from here, in 1991, the president named Bush had promised us, read my lips, no new taxes. Then he raised taxes. We showed up for a tea party. They said, if you throw tea in the harbor, we're going to arrest you for polluting the harbor. We said, go right ahead. Go right ahead. A woman with 5 children living in El Cajon started that tea party. I came out here was Paul Revere on a horse, a flag bigger than any I've ever seen in my life, and about 500 people. And we threw some symbolic tea bags in the bay and we said, look, we are going to hold our politicians accountable for the promises they make. Stop the lying. And we made a difference. This goes back, I don't know whether you've ever been to the historic place, the bridge where the shot was fired that was heard around the world, right? In the start of our revolution. In that little town there's a bar. I think they called it a tavern at the time. And the tavern was where the Tea Party people met, which I think is a lot more hospitable than out here in the rain, myself. But they met in this tavern, and today, by the way, in that tavern, in that town, they don't serve any alcoholic beverages, which I find very discouraging. Maybe they don't want any more revolution, because that's what fueled it in the first place. So these people got together, they were angry, they felt powerless, they felt helpless, they felt put upon, they felt overtaxed. They felt that their politicians weren't responding to them. So they changed the world. They gave us a constitution. They gave us notions of liberty and freedom. They gave us the idea that we count. They gave us the idea that we govern ourselves. They gave us these radical notions that it is our heritage. Some Americans, some across the street, want to take that away. Some Americans want to give that up. Some Americans want to feel safe rather than free. Some Americans want to vote for people who want to tell us to our face that they know better how to spend our paycheck money than we do. And that was bad enough in the 90s when I heard it from Bill Clinton. In this administration, what I hear is, we know better how to spend the money your children haven't made yet than they do.